Hello and welcome to the Cookery School in Donnybrook Fair on the south side of the city of Dublin. My name is Niall Murphy, I'm the resident chef and manager here, and today I'm going to show you how to cure your own salmon at home. We're going to serve that with pickled beetroots and a buttermilk cream. The first thing I need to do is to get my salmon cured. So I do this generally the day before. You can do it up to 72 hours before. The difference in leaving it to cure for longer is it'll slightly change the texture of the salmon itself, and also it'll heighten the flavour. So what I have then for my cure is I have ground pepper, I have salt, and the salt I'm using here today is salt flakes, okay, and not a table salt, okay, because I like the texture and it gives you a better end result. I have dill here, which we have finely chopped, okay. I have sugar, just an ordinary caster sugar here, and I have Irish whiskey. Into my bowl, I put my salt, I place my sugar, and this is equal quantities of salt and sugar. I put my pepper, I put my dill, okay, and I'm just going to mix that around. Okay, so I have prepared here a tray. This tray is going to go into my fridge. So what I want to do is I just want to lay my salmon skin side down onto the tray. Make sure you've got plenty of room. We're going to wrap this up in the cling film when we have it ready to go into the fridge. And you need it that it's reasonably deep, because what will happen here is basically all the liquids will ooze out of this and they will collect in the bottom of my tray. So now onto this I'm going to pour, it's a terrible sin, but you'll enjoy this. I'm going to pour half of my whiskey. Just get myself a pastry brush and just make sure that I cover the entire salmon. Onto that now, I'm going to just spoon over my marinade. Now, once I have that done, I'm just going to take the remainder of my whiskey and I just pour it over on top. So all I need to do now is wrap this up nice and tightly. So I fold my cling film over, both ends up. Okay, and I'll place another tray on top of that and some weights on it to go into the fridge and leave it there, as I say, for 24 hours. So, as in all good cookery programs, here's one I made earlier. So this is one I did yesterday for you. So I'm just going to take it out of its tray and I'm going to unwrap it. The first thing you're going to notice, as I said to you in the introduction with this, is that the texture of the salmon itself has changed. It's firmed up a little bit. It's actually changed in colour as well. Okay, and I still obviously have the cure here sitting on it. So I'm going to wash this very carefully, remove all of that salt, all of that sugar, okay, and then I'm going to just dry it, put a little bit of fresh dill back onto it, and then I rewrap it and leave it in the fridge until I'm ready to serve. Okay, so what I now need to do is to make my pickling liquor for my beetroots itself. So what I have here is I have white wine vinegar, again a very good quality white wine vinegar. I have peppercorns, I have 1 bay leaf, and I have sugar. So this is very simple and straightforward. So into my pan, I put my vinegar, I put my sugar, I put my bay leaf, and I pop in my peppercorns. I'm going to pop this on the heat, and what I need to do with this now is to bring this up to a boil, okay, so that the sugar itself dissolves. And then I just let it simmer away for a minute or two, and I'm going to turn it off and leave it until it completely cools down. Very important that we actually cool this down. So I've let my pickling liquid cool down completely, and what I have here is I've prepared now my beetroots, and I'm using 3 types of beetroots today. I'm using a golden, I'm using the very traditional one which everybody is familiar with, which is the purple, and I'm also using a candied. So now we're ready to plate up. So I have my salmon here, I have my beetroots which I'm just drying very lightly here just to take some of the moisture off them. I have my buttermilk cream here, which I'm just going to add a little bit of dill to just before I serve. So to carve my salmon, it's up to you how you serve this. Traditionally this would be served cut quite thinly. So there we have. So that is our whiskey cured salmon with pickled beetroots and with a buttermilk cream to go with it. So I hope you enjoy. As I say, if you get the chance to come to Dublin, check us out, come and visit us. It's very interesting classes, as you'll see, at Donnybrook Fair in Dublin 4. Thank you very much.